Today we're going to be working on this Lamborghini. It was actually, I bought a 3-pack because I wanted the Datsun out of it so I could put it with my Datsun trucks, and this Lamborghini was in it. And there was another like fantasy car. I gave the fantasy car to my son and said, I'm going to keep this Lamborghini and I want to go ahead and repaint it. I've been having a lot of trouble with the Vallejo paints. So what I did was I went ahead and got some createx. I just picked a few colors out, you know, white, black, because those are the staples that you really need. I really liked red and this metallic chrome, I believe is what it was. Yeah, metallic silver. And then I just thought this green was cool. And then I was like, ooh, we could do that Lamborghini this green. And I don't like the way this color comes out. I did a couple test sprays. This is it over white. Oh, let's see if we can focus that. This is over white. And this is over black. And so I was trying to find a medium, and I was like, maybe I can put it over some silver, or maybe I could mix some black with it, but it just was not working. So I said, you know what? We're gonna take it and we're just gonna murder it out and make it completely black. That's what we're gonna do. Wicked black. So this is gonna be a wicked black Lamborghini. We're just gonna black it out. I think we're gonna matte finish it, so it's a flat black, and then I wanna murder out the windows. Probably not the windshield, just because I want it to look a little realistic. So we'll probably leave the windshield not blacked, but black out the sides. Pretty dark, but... And then I'll find some black wheels to put on it. I have a few wheels, aftermarket ones, but I don't know. First thing, what we need to do is we need to get this thing broken apart so we can get it stripped of the paint. Not gonna lie, that was one of the hardest castings to take apart that I've had trouble taking. Let's rephrase that. That was one of the hardest castings I've taken apart in a long time. I don't know why my words didn't want to work. So I had to pry it a little bit and I kind of scratched it up, but good thing we're gonna repaint it so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I mean, it's a cool casting. I like it. Kind of a basic Lamborghini, nothing too fancy. So yeah, we're just gonna do all flat black. And so what we have to do is strip it. I don't know what y'all use, but I use a orange citrus strip because it doesn't smell bad and it works great. Haven't really had any trouble with it taking any paints off. Usually it has the paint off within, I don't know, 10 minutes and the paint's coming off of it. So let's get our forceps and drop it down in there. All right, time to pick out some wheels. My wheel stock is very limited right now. But since this Lamborghini, we're not widening it or anything like that, we're not gonna have to put some custom axles on it. Those can stay over there. We'll just pop these out and pop some new ones in and glue them down in different areas. That way they stay solid. They're not all loosey-goosey like that. Oh, here's some monoblock. I haven't gotten monoblock wheels in a long time. I ordered a few sets and they're too small compared to like other ones that you can get. Like, they're small. They might have changed. They might be new. I ordered those years ago, but we need some black ones. What about black with a red lip? A little bit of red on it. That might actually look really nice. I think these are going to be the ones that we're going to go with right here. Might be wrong, might get them on there and hate it, but we're going to give these bad boys a try. Yeah, we're going to go with these. Very simple. All you got to do, put your tweezers in here, get them under the axle, and pop them out. If you don't leave your finger there, they will just go flying off into space, or somewhere in the garage. You might not ever find them. And then you could finagle these in here. Oh, never mind, just kidding. Space it a bit and then finagle them in there. Actually, I don't know if finagle's actually a word, but I know we used it a lot growing up here in the South. At least I did. Not all people were raised the same. I have this little project car here, and we'll do that. We'll glue it, and then we'll leave it right there. It's a little project I'm kind of working on a little bit. A little bit of sim I'm kind of working on right there. So let me go ahead and show you a couple other things that I'm working on right now. Just finished this Sylvia. I did it in a primer gray, and I think it came out pretty sweet. I love the look of the primer gray. I might have to do a primer gray and then clear coat it so it'll look like the new Chevys and how they have that color. I really like that color. I think it's a pretty sweet color. This is one of those whatever they're called, just trucks or something. This is a full custom that I was working on. So this one is actually the Civic EF body, and I cut the front end off and put an Acura. This is the Acura Integra front end. And I attached it to it. During the move, it kind of got moved around a lot and it got broken. And then I actually made a full custom interior right here with the center console, the dashboard. This is like a gauge cluster, like a radio cluster, and it just sets up in there. So this is one of the more wilder projects that I was working on. So I had a lot of fun with it, and then I kind of set it to the side, but I want to revamp it because I think that's so cool. I just was like, why don't we put two cars together? They do front end swaps on real cars all the time. Why don't we do that? Maybe shave the handles, you know, make it a full custom like you do real cars. So we'll probably see this one on the channel again. One last project to show you before we show the paint is this. This is a Jurassic Park vehicle that I found, and I thought it was pretty cool. It was tan, and I stripped it and painted it white, did some details, added some accents to it, and then put some new wheels on it. Pretty sweet. I thought it was pretty sweet little ride. I thought about putting a turret gun up here because I have one in my box, but I just didn't. But yeah, this was another fun one that I just did over the past couple weeks, and had a lot of fun with it. All right, I got it cleaned up pretty good. I'm not going for anything crazy. This is just a fun little project, so I'm gonna go ahead and just spray it off with the airbrush to get everything out, and then I'm gonna go give a nice scrub with some Dawn dish soap. And then I'm gonna go ahead and mix up some of this. So when you see me again, this is just gonna be painted. So I'm gonna mix up some of this, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the 4011 reducer for it. Spray it out black, probably come back and put some little details on it, and then put that matte flat. Actually, we'll probably matte flat and then do the details because I don't want the tail lights to be a flat color. So yeah, we're gonna paint it black and then we'll do the flat. And so the next time you see us, this will be painted. Okay, I changed it all up on y'all, but it turned out pretty dang sweet. So look at that. I wanted to try a little bit of a, oh, are you gonna focus? Are you not gonna focus? There we go. Look at that. I wanted to try a little bit of fading to see if I could do it. And man, that actually turned out sweet. So we're gonna let this dry and get it assembled. And I think that red with the black with the red lip wheels is gonna look it's gonna look great. So let's get this thing assembled. Okay, let's take the masking off of the windows. Did get them painted. I forgot about them, so I had to mix up a little extra black and spray them real quick. Oh yeah. Blacked out, man. Gosh, this thing turned out so good. So sweet. I like the fading, and so I wanted to try it. So you know what, last minute, let's just do that. Let's get this assembled here real quick like. Oh yeah, it's gonna look pimp. And I believe that goes in the front. Yep. There we go. Got it. Got it. Gosh, that thing looks so freaking sweet. Love the fade. The red isn't too bright because I put it over the black. Goes good with those wheels. The windows look nice, all murdered out like that. Oh man, that thing is sweet. We're gonna be doing projects like this. I'd like to step into the more customization world, but as of right now, that's all we have. Showed you some of my projects. If that's something that you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe because we got more coming. As always, hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one.